Welcome to Fade in the Books. We are back with six of our best picks for the NFL Week 9 slate. Nephew, let's go over some key matchups here, key games. What you liking on this slate?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So first off, we're gonna go with normally it would be a divisional games, right? You want to look at the divisional games, always tough matchups. But you have the Lions and the Vikings. JJ McCarthy's first game back. The Lions are rolling and hot. It is in Detroit. I think this is going to be a big game for JJ McCarthy. Not saying stat wise that he's going to have a big game, but it's going to tell a lot for his future. Um, with the Vikings because when you got a receiver like Jay Jettis and Addison and Hawkins out there, you got to make something happen. You can't go with excuses. You can't go with all that stuff. You got to make something happen. So this is gonna be huge for them. And then the Lions is just it's a divisional game, so you got to put them away. It should be a lot of blowouts this week. Unfortunately, that's what it looks like. Panthers and the Packers, Chargers and the Titans. Although that is a blowout, it's a couple key things in there that you want to look at. We'll get into that a little bit later on. Um, and then you got the afternoon games. I'm sorry, the Colts and the Steelers. That's gonna be huge because this is gonna be the first game the Colts actually played a decent quarterback since the Rams and the Chargers. And if you look at those two games, those both of those quarterbacks actually gave the Colts a run for their money. So I'm expecting a high scoring game for the Colts and the Steelers there. The Colts have to keep winning to prove that they one of the best. Shane Steichen just said it in the press conference. Our season starts now because at the beginning of the season, everybody knew it was a third place schedule. It's gonna be easy. Now this you start getting into the Steelers, start getting into your divisional games, start getting into the Chiefs. It's gonna toughen up a little bit for them. Then you go into our afternoon games there. And honestly, I said the game of the week would be the Chiefs and the Bills. Chiefs and the Bills. Um, Chiefs 5-3. They've been on a heater. They've been on a heater. The Bills came off the bye, then went to the practice squad Packers. I'm sorry, Panthers. So they're basically healing up because they need all the healing they can get because they've been so up and down this season with their. And we can get into the Chiefs and the Bills a little bit later on as well. And I'm not really a big fan of the Sunday night or the Monday night game. It's I
Me
think you don't
either.
know.
Me either. Man, I tell you, I don't know what the NFL was thinking for real.
With that one.
Yeah, with that one, man.
But
Shoot.
the
All
first
right.
game, the first game we got was the Bears and the Bengals, right?
Yep. We got the
Couple
Bears and
things.
the Bengals. My Bears. That's where my first pick is coming from. I'm taking Kyle Monunga. That's right, the rookie running back. I'm taking him for 70 rushing yards. They're facing the 32nd team when it comes to stopping the run against the running back, and they're 31st overall. Kyle Monunga, he's went over 70 yards in one game. That one game he had 81 rushing yards on 13 attempts. This just goes to show that hey, if you give this guy the attempts, he's gonna get some yards. I think this is a real good game, for him to make a name for himself against his Bengal squad. DeAndre Swift, being out with the groin injury and whatnot. I fully expect this rookie to, take full advantage of this opportunity being the number one running back this week.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they say. When opportunity comes, you got to take advantage of it. At the end of the day, and I think the Bears are to the point where now they're sitting at 4-3, 4-1 in the last five. They're
Hmm.
to the point where they have to win by any means, right? They can't look too cute with it. They can't do all this stuff. They can't trust Caleb Williams. Uh, you got to win by any means. And if that's
Yeah.
ball control against the Swiss cheese defense of the Bengals, ball control it. He's going to have a lot of attempts
Hmm.
running the ball today. I think they will get a little creative on how they run the ball just because of the head coach over there. We've seen that happen in Detroit when they had to run the ball. It isn't just straight linear, just straight run the ball. It's um, it's counters, it's pulls, it's different things like that, and he can bust one open there, especially without Swift. He should have the opportunities there. And you had Raekwon Johnson out too, so I don't know who your fourth running back is, but um, but yeah, he should have plenty of opportunities there. Oh yeah, key injury with that one. Trey Hendrickson, he may be out this game. I know he was dealing with the hip. He went out last game, the
Mm-hmm.
middle of the last game. He's dealing with a hip injury. Um, he may be out. If he's out, that's going to be a huge edge presence missing for the Bengals there. So that should be a good solid lineup there. So would you have him at 70 yards,
70, yep, 70 rushing yards.
70
Took
rushing
him at an
yards?
alternate.
Yeah, I like that matchup there. The next game we will go to is going to swing over to Tennessee. Yes, the Tennessee Titans versus the LA Chargers. And we're actually gonna look at the LA Chargers on this one. Um, Honestly, I'm looking at mismatch. I'm just looking at the mismatch there. I would go with Herbert's passing yards, but it might be a blowout. You got the 5-3 Chargers versus the 1-7 Tennessee Titans. As I was watching the Tennessee Titans last week, they just look discombobulated. Like honestly, they don't even look like a real team.
Mm-hmm.
With the head coach going in there, I'm confused on what's going on over there. But the biggest matchup I can see is Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen for 40 yards. That's what we're gonna go with. I think it's an alternate there at 40 yards.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Huge matchup. Anytime you're going in the third down, anytime you have to have that guided play, it's going to be Keenan Allen, right? Keenan Allen is a veteran. He knows how to get open. He has great hands, and he's a big target. Honestly, you can't go wrong with that one. He hit that almost 80% over the last 10, and I want to say I wouldn't dumb it down, but he's 100% for 30 yards over the last 20, 18 games.
Yeah.
So I like the targets, and I like that there for him.
Yeah, I like that play too. I hate that we had to, let him go or whatnot, you know, last year. I would love to have Keenan right now. Oh man, I would love to have a
Veterans,
lot of
man.
players. I would love to
Veterans,
have a lot
veteran
of players,
receivers
man.
is
But yeah,
is
but
good.
you gotta look at the money. You gotta look at Bears made a lot of moves, but this ain't about the Bears on this pick. This is about Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is shown, went back to the Chargers after a brief vacation from them, and he's putting up numbers. That I mean,
Hmm.
he's putting up numbers. This Tennessee team, like you talked about, I don't know where they're going. Like for real, I I don't know about Cam. I like Cam coming out, but I don't know about if it's Cam. I don't know if it's his team. I don't know. I think the only probably consistent player on that side is Pollard. But Keenan Allen for his receiving yards. Again, I call a lot of halftime plays, and I think this is one that could definitely be covered by halftime. You
Yeah.
know, two or three catches, and this line is covered at 40 yards. So I really like that play. Really like it. Going up against the 27th ranked in reception yards to the wide receiver. Yeah,
And
definitely
one
love it.
one thing about Tennessee is they start off pretty good, and in almost every game besides the first game they played against the Colts, they started pretty good. And if that's the case, which we hoping that's the case, then every
Mm-hmm.
third down, Herbert is going to Keenan Allen.
Keenan
I
Allen.
thought I thought it was gonna be Ladd, but Keenan Allen seems to be his guy on third
It's
downs.
and it's Keenan Allen at the marker, right at the sideline. That's
Exactly.
where it is.
Exactly.
Right at the sideline. It's right at the marker, right at the sideline.
Because
The
you know his
announcer,
hands
you
are
will hear
there.
him say it before the camera gets there. Keenan Allen with a first down.
Oh yes,
uh,
sir.
the next game, we're gonna pivot. We're gonna head to New England, where we got
Okay.
the Patriots going up against the Falcons, and I am going with another rookie running back. Again, this running back is gonna get the opportunity to be the one back. He doesn't have to share any carries with Mr. Fumble himself because he's out. Um, so I'm taking Trayvon Henderson for 50 yards rushing. Again, this is one of those where he's covered it in one line, and in that one line, he's had the rushing attempts. He ran for 75 yards against a good Cleveland run defense on just ten attempts. So again, this is one of those rookies who's getting his opportunity to shine against, a decent Falcon squad, like me and my nephew was talking about before the video. Depends on what Falcons team you bring. But I think that's more so on the offensive side. you know, who's
Mhm.
because again, their quarterback situation is kind of messed up. If you can't move the ball, your defense is gonna get tired. And that's where it's gonna open up for Trayvon Henderson and Drake May, to take off with their feet. So
Mhm.
I got him at 50 yards. I think his line's at 53 and a half. I thought 50 yards is a safe play with him going up against this Falcons defense who ranks 23rd in run to the running back.
Mhm.
Um, Again, this is just an opportunity play. You know, this line hits is not luck. You know what I say luck is preparation and opportunity. And
Mhm.
that's what Henderson has today. What you
Yeah,
think?
I agree 100% on preparation and opportunity for this one. Because of the simple fact of it is going to be a grinded out game. I wouldn't say that unless he has a breakaway, and he hasn't had too many breakaway runs this year. That it would cash in
Yeah.
halftime, but I think it's more of a will play. Because I think
Mm-hmm.
one of the things they can do with the Patriots is they can try to break their will, and a good way to break the will is just run the ball, 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 and you're gonna break them. Last week they tried to insert Kirk Cousins in place of Michael Penix to try to see if that'll get him a spark, and of course Michael Penix was a little banged up,
Drake
but
London was
it,
out that game too, last game.
Drake
Yeah.
London was out too. I think Drake
Yeah.
London's out this game too. I want to say, is he out this
Yeah.
game?
Yeah. And his longest run was 27 yards, and that's when he went for 75.
That's when he
So
went for 75.
just like Monangai, he had a 24-yard run against the Saints and went for 81. So
Uh
these
huh.
guys are capable of, breaking a big, 20-yard gain at any moment.
Yeah. I really think that the Patriots got something over there. Honestly, I was a
Yeah.
huge fan of Henderson coming out. He hasn't really done or shown what I thought he could, but again, the opportunity wasn't there. At one point, he was a
Mm-hmm.
third running back. For I think for the first 3 weeks, he was a third running back, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, boom, injuries, injuries, injuries. Next opportunity. All right, so
Yeah.
opportunity, show what you can do. In college, he did it, right? Even when he was splitting the backfield with Junkins, he was doing
Yeah.
it in college.
Yeah.
Um, so let's show what you can do. Michael Penix is coming back from an injury. I'm not sure how healthy he is, but I think that the Patriots got something going on over there, and they can really control the game on the ground. In November and December, I really like running back plays because that's what wins you games. Honestly, in November, December, that's what wins you games is these running backs. They're in all the
Mm-hmm.
rushing yards on the game. And our
Yep.
last one, honestly, I really love going to the game of the week. The game of the week. The stats are going to be there. They always play each other tough. You have multiple years of data against these two quarterbacks, against these two teams.
Mm-hmm.
Same coordinator, same coach, same quarterback. Um, so the data, believe the data when you see this one against the game. Honestly, they should have probably. You're right. Probably should have been a Sunday night game
Yeah.
on this one.
Uh-huh.
So my first pick, honestly, I would go with the running back of Kareem Hunt. I like Kareem Hunt at 40 yards. Isaiah Pacheco was out. And it seems to be like Kareem Hunt's actually getting a lot more touches. He used to be only coming in on the passing downs, but it seems to be he's getting a lot more touches on rushing. Um, and with him getting more touches, it's just more opportunity for him to go in there. Cause I know you can see a lot of unders there, but those unders he was sharing the backfield with Isaiah Pacheco and with another running back as well. He don't have to do
Mm-hmm.
that. He don't have to do that against this game. And they know how huge this game is. They know how huge the possessions are. I don't see Patrick Mahomes putting the ball in harm's way a lot this game. Um, he has all his weapons back. So they can't crowd the box with Xavier Worthy out there, with Shee Rice out there, with Kelsey out there. They can't crowd the box. You can't put 7, 8 in that box. So Hunt should have those lanes to actually run in.
Hmm. I really love that play. I love Kareem Hunt. Again, this is one of those plays where a guy, he gets opportunities and carries. Like my nephew said, the numbers don't show it, but when you look at his rushing attempts, he's only averaging 7.8 rushing attempts. His he's under 10 except for what, 2 games maybe? I think it is
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at. So yeah, so the opportunity is definitely going to be there in his game. playing against the 29th defense when it comes to the run. So this play, and again, let's the Buffalo Bills aren't what people or what the media put them out there to be. They've looked like
Mhm.
trash lately. They have.
Yeah.
Josh
Yeah.
Allen is definitely not looking like an MVP. The only one that's over there that's somewhat, is showing up is Cook. And
Yeah.
and he's there, like they're just working him. Keon Coleman ain't panning out. Shakir, he's not, of course, if your quarterback ain't getting in the ball, he can't perform. Like the Bills, I think this game will really be the bounce back game. Not the one when they came back off the bye, but this one against the Chiefs is the tell. If they get blown out by the Chiefs, they don't make this game close. People are going to be looking at the Bills like, yeah, they may end up being a wild card team, or you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
they're not going to be looking at them like that. The team that we thought they should be for sure.
Yeah, you know what's funny is the Bills are who I'm sorry, the Colts are who the Bill everybody thought the Bills are gonna be.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's basically what it's like. The roles kind of flipped there. Is they everybody thought that they lost a heartbreaker in the playoffs last year. Um, some people said they got cheated, whatever. Um, they thought that they was gonna come in and be like what the Colts are, right? Making easy games
hmm
look easy and just going at it. But they've been losing some games to some teams they probably shouldn't have lost to.
right,
Right?
exactly.
And they haven't been
Uh,
looking great in those wins either.
Not at all. We're gonna stay here with this game, and I'm going with Patrick Mahomes, and I'm taking him at an alternate for his rushing yards. I'm taking him at 25
Mhm.
rushing yards. Um, of course, with Pacheco being out, Patrick Mahomes is truly the number one running back for
Mhm.
for the Chiefs. He's probably leading quarterbacks when it comes to rush yards. He's covered this line the last what? Shoo, what? I don't know what 4 games he's been over that line. He didn't cover in two of them, but he's well over that line. Again, he's playing up against the 32nd ranked defense when it comes to rushing yards to the quarterback. So
Mhm.
I think he's going to have to take off every now and then because I'm pretty sure the Bills are going to try and put some pressure on him. You know, to give him the throw early, maybe throw some
Mhm.
picks, get reckless with it. But again, Mahomes, we've shown that hey, he's gonna do what it takes to win. And 25 rushing yards, pretty easy cash if you ask me.
Yeah, honestly, that was gonna be one of my picks as well. He is actually leading the league in rushing yards for quarterbacks,
Yeah.
which is actually surprising. And it's not surprising that he's leading the league in rushing yards. It's the amount of attempts that he's actually doing, right? So
hmm
it ain't like that he's out here just like holding. Like he's actually running that ball and he's finding lanes. He's making quick decisions. He's going with it. Um, I do like the fact that they're gonna get him space to run it. Like the same thing I said with Kareem Hunt. They're gonna get them space to actually run the ball. So those design runs for the quarterback and for Kareem Hunt, it's going to be there for this game. And best believe this is gonna be one of those games I'm going to be tuning in watching um, for the whole duration of the game itself.
Yeah.
And then speaking of my last one, honestly, I'm going other quarterback as well. Like you said, Josh Allen. In order for everybody to truly believe that, hey, this is actually competitive, competent football team, he's gonna have to put the team on his back. They know what Cook can do back there in that running back field, but when Josh Allen takes off, he's dangerous with that ball, and he's going to have to do it. He can't back there patting around or everything like that. Keon Coleman ain't getting open. The other receivers ain't getting open. So I'm taking him at 40 yards rushing, um, and then and I think that he's going to try to put the team on his back in order to win this game because I know they know how huge this game is because can potentially be a preview to the playoffs, right? This could
hmm
be a playoff matchup. Seeing how the coach looking at getting the number one seed over there, this
Yeah.
could be a divisional playoff game.
Yeah. Again, I like to look at this green right here because that's these 6 picks. That's what we're trying to do. Bring some green. The 29th rushing yards to the quarterback is the Chiefs. 40 yards rushing. Like I said, they've been working Cook. Cook is gonna take some hits today. Josh Allen's gonna have to use his feet to win because
Hmm.
again, as we talked about those receivers, before the video, they can't get separation whatsoever. So
No.
Josh Allen, in order for them to move the chains and get that defense some rest, keep Mahomes off the field, he's gonna have to run. He's as you said, he's gonna have to will the Bills to this win. No doubt
Hmm.
about it. Not Cook, not Shakir, not Coleman, none of those guys. Not the defense. Josh Allen, your MVP. You're gonna have to go out there and you're gonna have to show the world against another MVP and a Super Bowl champion. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're
Absolutely.
gonna have to, you're gonna have to, and you're at home. You talked about the fans leaving and y'all came back and won. Well, you're gonna have to give them a reason to stay. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't think you're gonna come back if you get down against the Chiefs. So you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to come out and throw the first punch. Period. Point blank.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I didn't even think about the home field there. Yeah. He's gonna have to do everything he can do. Um, and home field is huge for just the play calls and making sure everybody's on the same page and things like that. Um, so I like that there. So our picks are as follows. We had Keenan Allen from the Chargers at 40 yards receiving. We had who was your two?
We got Kyle Monunga at 70 yards rushing, and we got Trayvon Henderson at 50 yards rushing.
Oh, it's at the bottom of the screen. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, yeah, yep. We got it. Yep. Yeah,
Patrick
hey,
Mahomes, 25 yards rushing, and
yeah,
Kareem
we
Hunt, 40 yards
improving.
rushing.
Hey, it's a
Yes,
work in
sir.
progress. We improving. We got it down there. You're at the bottom at the ticker for people. They can pause the video, write it down. You know what I'm saying? So, yep. But again, with all that being said, we also need you to like, comment, subscribe to the channel.
Mhm.
We've gained a few subscribers this week. The views are going up. So we just need y'all help. We're not asking for you to join the Discord. We're not asking for no monthly payments. This channel here, we're trying to get the community involved and we all, just pick winners. So again, all we ask for is a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Takes less than 5 seconds to really do all three. Um,
Mhm.
so nephew, you got any parting words for the people?
Nope. Let's have some good games on Sunday and fade those books.
That's right. Fade the books. We out.
Yep. Yes, sir.